Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekat Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of showing me this truth. Shalom to you, Akim, scattered abroad in the four winds. Shalom, shalom. This lesson is going to be entitled Leviathan Will Rise Out of the Sea. I'm going to start off Job 41, verse 1 through 34. Pretty much that whole little Job 41. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with the hook, or his tongue with the cord which thou lettest down? Canst thou put a hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn? Will he make supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Will thou take him for a servant forever, and will thou play with him as with a bird? Or will thou bind him for thy maidens? Shall the companions make a banquet with him? Shall they Shall they part him among the merchants? Canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears? Lay thine hand upon him. Remember the battle, do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? None is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me? Who has prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion. Who can discover the face of his garment, or who can come to him with his double bridle? Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about, his scales are his pride. Shut up together as with the close seal. One is so near to another that no air can come in between them. They are joined one to another, they stick together that they cannot be sundered. By his nestings a light do shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. Out of his nostrils goes smoke, as out of a seething pot or cauldron. His breath kindles coals, and a flame goeth out of his mouth. In his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. The flake of his flesh are joined together, they are firm in themselves, they cannot be moved. His heart is as firm as stone, yea, as hard as a piece of nether millstone. When he raised up himself, the mighty are afraid. By reasons of breakings they purify themselves. The sword of him that layeth him cannot hold. The spear, the dart, nor the habergeon. He esteemeth straw, iron as straw, and brass as rotting wood. The arrow cannot make him flee. Sling stones are turned with him into stubble. Darts are counted as stubble. He laugheth at the shaking of a spear. Sharp stones are under him. He spreadeth sharp-pointed things upon the mire. He maketh that the deep boil like a pot. He maketh the sea like a pot of ointment. He maketh a path to shine after him. One would think the deep to be hoary. Upon earth there is not his light, who is made without fear. He beholdeth all high things. He is a king over all the children of pride. Who are the children of pride? The most prideful people in the world. America. But so that was just going into more, how he looked, breakdown of. Alright, so who is Leviathan? It's the Lord's mighty beast that's going to be raised out of the sea. So-called Godzilla, so-called Loch Ness Monster, so-called fire-breathing dragon. I mean, Leviathan breathes fire. It says it right there. Is it Job 41? Verse 18 through 19. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. Out of his nostrils goes smoke, out of a seething pot or cauldron. His breath kindles coal, and flame goeth out of his mouth. So Leviathan breathes fire. What creature do we have in this whole earth that can breathe fire? I'll wait. But let me see. Yeah, man. Leviathan's the Lord's heavenly beast, man. I mean, earthly, Y'all know what I'm trying to say. King of the sea. You know, eventually down the line, you know, when all hell's breaking loose. Here, I'm gonna just pull out this precept right quick. Let me see. We're gonna get into Luke 21. See, I be having to catch myself sometimes. Like, I could just pull out a precept. Like, I be wanting to talk, but then I'm like, I don't like my opinion or stuff like that. Like, I'd rather just pull it from the scripture. Oh yeah, Salaki, I've been sick too. So I haven't been posting. Okay, it's going to be Luke chapter 21, verse 25 through 28. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Men's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Men's hearts failing with them for fear. So, you gotta think about it, man. Like, when big ass Leviathan comes out the ocean, Godzilla comes breathing fire, fucking up the damn military and fucking up the jets and the tanks, and you know they're trying to blow missiles at this thing, and Leviathan not falling. You know, like a lot of these men are gonna drop dead for fear. Just you know, they're gonna be scared as hell. You ain't gonna be able to stand up to Leviathan. And then not only at that, man, there's gonna be other newly created creatures too that breathe fire. There's things we don't even know about that are gonna come out. We talk about the UFOs, we talk about the chariots, we talk about those, we talk about the elect men, you know, getting spiritual power, coming back fucking up Esau and shit. We talk about Leviathan, we talk about Yahushua coming back, you know, everything, man. It's just, it's gonna be some crazy times we're getting into. Let me see. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and even like that. Let's look at the earth right now. Upon the earth, distress of nations. Let's look at like Ukraine and Russia and all this stuff with China, and you know it's all ultimately coming down to you know World War III. You know the judgment, nuclear warfare, lake of fire, all of that. Let me see. I had already got that one up. Let me see. Like I was just saying, though, it's gonna be spirits created for vengeance. And that's really what Leviathan is. He's a spirit, really a beast, a spirit created for vengeance in a beast's body, you know, like that can't be destroyed. Cause yeah, you can't kill Leviathan, man. You can't catch you with Leviathan. That's why even in the hold on, where's it at? Job, 41. Because I was just saying, you can't catch you a Leviathan, man. So it says it right here. Canst thou draw a Leviathan with a hook, or his tongue with the cord which thou lettest down? Canst thou put a hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with the thorn? This is Job 41, verse 1 through 34. That's like the first thing I read off in the beginning, you know. It wasn't just them, like it was like actually making fun of Esau, you know. It's like the Lord laughing at Esau, like can you, like, you know, we got these animals and stuff locked up in zoos. We catch every other damn animal on the earth, put them in a cage, and that's why it's like the Lord telling them right there, can you do that to Leviathan? Can you put a hook into his mouth? Can you, like, you know, like, can you make him a pet? Like hell no, you can't. This creature's too massive, bro. It's too deadly, bro. Like that creature gonna destroy you, bro. Can't stop. That's what I'm saying. Canst thou put a hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with the thorn? Will he make supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Will thou take him for a servant forever? Will thou play with him as with a bird? Or will thou bind him for thy maidens? Shall the companions of the banquet of him, shall they part him among the merchants? Canst thou fill his skin with barbed irons, or his head with fish spears? Lay thine hand upon him. Remember the battle and do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one of them be casted down at the sight of him? None is so fierce that dare stir him up. Who then is able to stand before me? Who has prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine. I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion. Who can discover the face of his garment? Or who can come to him with his double bridle? And who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible and round about, and his scales are his pride. Shut up together as with one close seal. One is so near to another that no air can come in between them. They are joined one to another. They stick together that they cannot be sundered. By his nestings a light do shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of a morning. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out. Because Leviathan breathes fire, bro. And how strong is he? Let's look at how strong he is. Okay? He esteemeth iron as straw, and brass as rotten wood. So, like straw, bro, like hay bale almost. I think that's a good comparison. Like, you know how like wheat, like hay bale is, or like that straw, you know, that little, you know, when you break it, it's easy to break. And then rotten wood, like, you know, you ever came across like some tree branches and stuff like that have been broken there for years or whatever. Over time, you know, it's gotten like fragile. You know, like you can, it'll almost turn into dust almost, you know, or it just breaks easily. Well, that's pretty much like the history, you know. It's saying iron is straw and brass is as rotten wood. So iron as straw. That means he's pretty damn strong, bro. The arrows cannot make him flee. Slingshots are turned into him, so the arrow. Nah. Let me see. I'm going to start off at Psalms 104, verse 24 through 27. O Lord, how manifold are thy works, in wisdom hast thou made them all. The earth is full of thy riches, so is the great and wide sea, wherein are things creeping innumerable, both small and great beasts. There go the ships. There is that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein. These wait all upon thee, that thou may givest them their meat in due season. Let's see, did I want to read that? I'm going to just keep reading it, because I ain't going to lie, this verse kind of goes hard. I'm going to start over. O Lord, how manifold are thy works, and wisdom hast thou made them all, that the earth is full of thy riches, so is great and wide sea, where are things creeping innumerable, small and great beasts. There go the ships, there is that Leviathan, whom thou hast made to play there. So Leviathan plays with ships, you know. Thing, you know, like, you wonder why boats go missing and stuff, you know. It's probably Leviathan fucking them up, you know. But, let me see, I'm gonna keep reading though. These wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season. That thou givest them, they gather. Thou openest thine hand, they are filled with good. Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled. Thou takest away their breath, they die. Their breath, Salaki. They die and return to their dust. Thou sendest forth the Spirit, they are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth. The glory of the Lord shall endure forever, and the Lord shall rejoice in his works. He looketh on the earth, and it trembleth. He toucheth the hills, and they smoke, and I will sing unto the Lord as long as I live. I will sing praise to my God while I have my being. My mediation of him shall be sweet, and I will be glad in the Lord. Let the sinners be consumed out of the earth, and let the wicked be no more. Bless thou the Lord, O my soul. Praise ye the Lord. Khan. Birthday outside, man. Man. Select you. I'm trying to find this. Bear with me, IQ. Okay, I'll just try this one. Nah, bro. Yo, I hate Esau's technology, bro. I hate computers and all that. I don't even really know how to work computers and all that. Like, it pisses me off. Bro, you cat, bro. Alright, I can't find this one. Let me see. I just put it up on my phone now. I already figured this was probably gonna happen. Alright, whatever. Alright. Ecclesiastes 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So, like I was saying, man, Leviathan, man, he's a spirit created for vengeance, man. He's a spirit created for destruction, a beast created for destruction, you know? And ultimately, he's gonna be placed on America to wreak havoc, you know? Like, America gonna be a playground to him, man. He gonna have fun. Let me see. I'm gonna close off the video with Wisdom of Solomon 11, chapter 11, verse 17 through 19. For thy almighty hand that made the world a matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or force of fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroyed them. So, unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, you know? The Father made newly created creatures that breathe out fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. So a lot of these beasts and creatures that are about to get unleashed on the earth, like something we've never seen before, you know, like something straight out of a comic book. You know, you will have Leviathan rising out the ocean. Leviathan will come out, you know, you're going to fight with Babylon and all the other countries, you know, whatever. The militaries. Ultimately, whoever want a piece of Leviathan, he going to give it to him, you know. And then, you know, the Heavenly Father's making newly created creatures that also breathe fire. And then, like I said, you still got the chariots, you still got the elect going to pop out. You know, it's going to... Hey, man, the elect gonna be something terrible, and so, man, the day of the Lord gonna be something terrible, bro. People gonna drop dead from fear, man. But either way, man, that's it. I just wanted to get in on this lesson, man. Man, it's like, y'all, I don't know why my camera just, like, went ahead and shut off on me as soon as it hit the 20-minute recording mark. But yeah, that was pretty much to cover up my lesson on Leviathan. Like I said, man, the elect, man, you know, the day of the Lord, man, it's gonna be something terrible, man, and uh, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm just kind of excited to see what's coming, man. It's the return of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, bro. It's gonna be something beautiful. But that being said, bro, Kalayim La Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, or Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone for showing me this too. Shalom to you, hopeful, let's scatter the bride. Shalom.